curves, his punches, where, you know, like the first few rounds, he throws very few punches.
He's just measuring. He's a computer, man.
Yep.
Oh, maybe by 4 or 5 points. I'm very disappointed that I don't know what the judges saw. I really don't understand.
No way. So I don't know, man. I think it's bad judging, incompetence as usual, I think. And I'm retired for a reason.
Joe Rogan recently weighed in on the Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios fight, saying Pacquiao was clearly robbed. He praised the Filipino legend's incredible speed and sharpness, even at his age, noting that Pacquiao consistently landed the cleaner shots and controlled the action. Rogan expressed disbelief at the judge's decision, calling it senseless and unfair. He found the outcome deeply disappointing and questioned how Barrios could have been awarded the win.
He's hyper competitive. He wants to win at all costs. He's gonna put himself at harm's risk to make sure he gets that W. Man, I've always liked Wonderboy.
I couldn't believe Kevin Holland decided to have a kickboxing fight with him. I couldn't believe Kevin Holland, they made a deal, no going to the ground. He was like, let's just stand up. Like, what are you saying?
I don't think Holland was going to take him down anyways.
Well, I think you would try. I mean,
Holland would have been worse.
Fantastic jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah, Holland's but the wrestling.
Yeah.
And that is like one of the things that drains people. You know? He might have got stopped early if he went for a takedown. And I think that's kind of what hurt Izzy in the Pereira fight, putting those takedowns up there. It takes a lot of gas. If you haven't been doing that for a lifetime, wrestling is one of the most draining things for the energy tank.
Without a doubt. I think with Izzy, though, what he talked about, that left leg getting compromised, the calf kicks.
Sean Gibbons didn't hide his frustration after the decision was read. As a key figure in Pacquiao's camp, he was shocked by how the judges scored the fight. In his eyes, Pacquiao had executed a flawless game plan, landing sharp combinations, showing smart footwork, and clearly outworking Barrios. Gibbons called the result a total injustice, expressing disbelief that such a performance went unrewarded. He felt the decision disrespected Pacquiao's efforts and sent a troubling message about fairness and integrity in boxing.
Manny Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, here in Las Vegas. Sean, for many people, they felt that Manny had done enough to have his hand raised tonight, felt like he rolled back the years and was going to be WBC champion once again. Wasn't to be a majority draw instead. So how would you assess the fight? What are your reflections?
Well, I would assess it that to me, I was amazed. You know, I've seen Manny in the gym. I saw him working, but until you see a guy in the fight, you don't know 100% what you're going to get. The guy was so smooth, relaxed. I had him like up going into the 10th round, maybe by 4 or 5 points. I'm very disappointed that I don't know what the judges saw. I really don't understand.
So we've just had a press conference and you can see even though Manny doesn't, say it himself, in his emotions, he's disappointed. How do you guys regroup from that, and what was the mood like in the dressing room after the fight?
It was just kind of disbelief a little, like, how does that happen? Why does that happen? Manny Pacquiao at 46 years old, making history, vintage performance, gave it his all in the ring. And why, he's been robbed on a few occasions. Now he's got a few, decisions that were close, that went his way. But the mood was like just disbelief. Just like, why does it happen? I don't get it.
With the fight itself, what was you most pleased with from Manny's performance?
Was it?
With the fight itself, what was you most pleased with from Manny's performance?
Oh, I mean, everything. I mean, the guy, for 46 years old and training 7 weeks, he had stamina.
Freddie Roach reacted with a mix of emotion and conviction, strongly believing Pacquiao had clearly earned the win. He highlighted Manny's clean punches and control of the fight's tempo as undeniable evidence. Roach didn't hesitate to call for an immediate rematch, insisting it was the only fair solution. He saw Pacquiao's performance as more dominant and effective than Barrios's and maintained full confidence in his fighter's abilities, even at 46, showing unwavering support for the boxing legend.
We had a great fight. Manny fought very well, and he even had a knockout into some of the... I thought it wasn't fight 8-4, but that's the way things go, and we would like a rematch right away.
Across social media, fans and commentators shared a unified reaction. Manny Pacquiao should have won. Many pointed to his accuracy, sharp defense, and control of the fight's tempo as clear signs he outboxed Barrios. The official decision left people confused and frustrated, with many calling it a setback for the sport's integrity. They warned that such controversial outcomes risk damaging boxing's already fragile credibility with its loyal fan base.
Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios ends in a draw. For me personally, I feel like Manny Pacquiao got robbed in this fight. I had predicted Manny Pacquiao to lose, but I do not think he lost this fight. Even though it wasn't perfect, I thought he pulled it out the bag. With his sheer tenacity, his veteran grit, we even saw flashes of that signature volume. Combination punching was super durable in this fight, and he even used mind games and tricks and tactics to get Mario Barrios off his game. Mario Barrios was distracted, he was hesitant, he wasn't throwing a lot of punches, he wasn't listening to his corner, and overall, even though it ended in a draw, I thought Manny Pacquiao should have won. This fight would have made history, and it's a real shame that it didn't. But comment down below and let me know what you guys thought about this fight.
Former champion Sean Porter offered a sharp and detailed analysis of the fight, clearly siding with Pacquiao. He criticized Barrios for failing to assert himself or display the tactical depth expected at the elite level. In contrast, Pacquiao demonstrated layers of veteran skill, using angles, feints, and well-timed combinations. Porter emphasized that Barrios often appeared hesitant, while Pacquiao controlled the action. He found it hard to justify how so many rounds were awarded to Barrios given Pacquiao's superior ring generalship.
Sean, you may not have gotten him out of there in 3, but he looked like he damn near won the first 3 rounds. What did you think of Pacquiao tonight? What do you think won the fight?
It was really hard for me to give Mario rounds. I thought that, Manny is a systematic fighter. He works, jab, 1-2s. He's always leading with the straight left. I don't feel like Mario took control, took charge at any points. I don't know if he outlanded them at any point in any rounds. It was hard. It's really hard to see from where I was at. But all in all, I just felt like it was. If you had a meter, it was really swaying Manny's way the whole way. So I don't know, man. I think it's bad judging, incompetence as usual. I think, and I'm retired for a reason. I didn't retire because I couldn't get decisions, but simply put, there's a lot that goes on in this game that I don't agree with, and this just adds to my fire.
Following the controversial decision, fans began pointing out biased coverage in official media. One fan tweeted, "Even the PBC highlights only show Barrios' punches, even though Manny clearly won the round," raising concerns about selective editing and attempts to shape public perception. The criticism wasn't limited to fans. Teofimo Lopez was also vocal about the outcome. He firmly stated that Pacquiao deserved the win, praising Manny's consistent activity and ability to land clean, effective shots throughout the fight. Lopez acknowledged that Barrios had a few moments, but said they paled in comparison to Pacquiao's sustained pace and impact. His remarks added serious credibility to the growing outcry and reinforced the belief that the scoring failed to reflect what actually unfolded in the ring.
So, plus the commentators, I don't know what they're talking about, how they saying it, but I scored a 9-3.
Is there any way Barrios kicked out a draw, or just that was highway robbery?
Maybe the championship rounds, but even then, I felt like Pacquiao stole them at the end of each round. So, hey, I'm just a spectator tonight, you know what I mean? But it's good to see Manny at 46 going 12 rounds with a world champion. Gotta give him that.
We always talk about the industry and some of the funny stuff. So, conspiracy theory, Tio. Why do you think then, if Pacquiao clearly won the fight, in your eyes, they would make it a draw instead?
I get in trouble, Sean. I get in trouble when I'm talking about these conspiracies. But nevertheless, hopefully we see him again.
Why do you think
we got a champ right here.
Gary Antoine Russell expressed deep admiration for Pacquiao's performance, especially given his age. He found it remarkable that Pacquiao was able to outwork and outsmart a younger opponent. Russell confidently claimed Pacquiao won at least 8 rounds and dominated the majority of exchanges. He highlighted Manny's relentless footwork, speed, and consistent punch output as key reasons why he clearly deserved the victory.
Father time didn't show him Manny Pacquiao. A lot of people feel his age was going to catch up with him. It didn't play a part at all in that fight. He was fast, he was strong, he was in shape, and he didn't show any kinks in his arm. I'm proud of him. So many more Manny Pacquiao. I take my hat off to him.
Who would you love to see him fight next?
Honestly, I would like to see a rematch. I would like to see a rematch. Why? Because I don't think it was a legitimate decision. So, but it is what it is, you know.
What do you think Mario could have done better to actually sway people to believe this was a draw?
He could have been more active. I feel like he was waiting too long. Mario Barrios, he's a precision fighter, you know, but Manny Pacquiao, he's too busy for a fighter that's just going to sit there and take pictures and look pretty. Mario Barrios, I feel like he got to be punctual when he's boxing. You can be a boxer, but you're an effective boxer. You know, I feel like he was just waiting here in the pocket a little too long, and that just kind of like cost him a couple of rounds. That's why I say I don't think it should have been a majority draw. A split decision, Manny Pacquiao.
What was your scorecard?
Split decision, Manny Pacquiao.
How many rounds did Manny win?
I give him 7, 8 tops. 8 tops. But I feel like Manny Pacquiao all around outworked him.
Boxing analysts and journalists didn't hold back, widely labeling the decision as a robbery. Many saw this fight as Pacquiao's historic opportunity to win a world title at 46, and felt it was unjustly taken from him despite a performance that looked like a clear victory. The judging, they argued, was completely out of step with the action in the ring. Calls for major reform in scoring practices at the elite level grew louder in response to the controversy.
Brother, they robbed Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, 5-time venue, should be 13-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT, Manny Pacquiao. And did he show he was the GOAT last night in Las Vegas, Nevada versus Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios, he fought good. Fought good. But he didn't fight like a legend. He didn't fight like a great fighter. There's a reason why I believe that Manny Pacquiao owes, and his wife, Jinky, shout out to wife Jinky, believe that he can come back into the sport of boxing, especially in the 147-pound division, because the 147-pound division is nothing special, unless Manny Pacquiao was. Manny Pacquiao was so good that these guys haven't even done significant. Nobody has done nothing significantly great outside of Bud Crawford beating Burger True Spence. In the time that Manny Pacquiao been out, nobody has done anything significantly great. It makes guys like Manny Pacquiao want to come back to the sport of boxing and fix this garbage. Let me go back to the sport of boxing. That's what we're talking about right now in the welterweight division, the rematch between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao will be Floyd Mayweather in the rematch. I said it. I like Floyd, the legendary fighter, but I believe how Manny Pacquiao fought yesterday. And we haven't seen Floyd Mayweather. I know he's still in shape. But this Manny Pacquiao, and the footwork that he displayed yesterday. And like he said in the post-fight interview, he threw a little bit more punch, but of course he's 46 years old. But I'm just saying, even at 46 years old, he's better than all these guys. He'll knock out them pain like worse than Ryan Garcia.
Boxing fans across the globe were stunned by the decision, flooding social media with outrage and disbelief. One powerful tweet summed up the sentiment. He landed more, controlled the pace, walked him down, and still lost. Classic boxing politics. They didn't rob Manny, they robbed the sport. That message echoed a broader frustration, that the outcome didn't just hurt Pacquiao, but dealt a blow to boxing's integrity. This fight added to growing concerns about the direction of the sport. Analysts pointed out that questionable decisions and suspicious draws have become far too common, especially in high-stakes matchups. In the case of Pacquiao versus Barrios, many felt the scoring defied logic and rewarded the wrong fighter. Critics argued that this kind of inconsistent judging erodes the sport's credibility and risks alienating fans who crave fairness, transparency, and results that reflect what actually happens in the ring.
Pacquiao, Mario Barrios ends in a draw. Oh, it's musty.
Musty energy.
First and foremost, Gervonta Tank Davis' resume is aging like spoiled milk. His resume is just being absolutely disgusting. 2 of his best wins, Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia, both of them got cooked. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old and went through that just to get a draw. I thought Manny Pacquiao won the fight. Mario Barrios, it might be time to retire, my brother. This is back-to-back draws, bro. Back-to-back draws for Mario Barrios. This is absolutely musty at the highest level. Mario Barrios just in there with no sense of urgency, could not stop Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao, 46 years old. The second round, his check engine light came on for his knees. Check engine light came on for his back. Pacquiao did not want nothing to go down to the body. Mario Barrios just went life and death with a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao. Bro, I'm absolutely disgusted, man. Mario Barrios is officially food at 147. That's why everybody just jumped in line. I wouldn't be surprised Shakur Stevenson want to fight Mario Barrios. Bro, I would not be surprised if Inoue want to fight Mario Barrios. That's right, Inoue coming up all the way to 147 to fight Mario Barrios. This is just nasty at the highest level. Get it together, PBC. And they paid $90 for that. Y'all paid $90 for that, bro. Lord, bro, Lord. We streaming Fire Stick Boys back outside. That's the chiller killer.
The hatred.
Musty energy.
One fan voiced what countless others were thinking after the fight, tweeting, "Manny Pacquiao obviously won this fight. He got robbed." The sentiment resonated widely, reflecting the frustration over what many saw as a clear injustice. Fans and analysts alike believed Pacquiao had done more than enough to earn the victory, only to be denied by questionable judging. Round-by-round breakdowns from various independent sources consistently favored Pacquiao, showing he had outperformed Barrios in more rounds than the official scorecard suggested. His sharp accuracy, high output, and ring control were noted as decisive advantages that somehow went unrecognized. Many experts argued that Pacquiao should have at least secured a split decision, if not a unanimous one. The backlash intensified as boxing insiders criticized Barrios for a passive, overly cautious approach. Against a 46-year-old opponent, expectations were that Barrios would take control, apply pressure, and impose his youth. Instead, he fought reactively, allowing Pacquiao to dictate the pace. This lack of urgency only strengthened the argument that Pacquiao was the true aggressor and rightful winner. The fight's outcome raised deeper concerns about biased judging and whether boxing is doing enough to preserve fairness and credibility at the highest level.
Embarrassing performance, but a good performance for Pacquiao considering what had happened. Cook me all you want in the comments. I blame this more on Mario Barrios, just not. He's the worst. Jinky Pacquiao did a great job matchmaking this. He is by far the worst champion, world champion I've seen in boxing in a very long time. Mario Barrios did absolutely zero. He had hurt Manny, I think in around round 11, and he let him off the hook, didn't do anything. He hurt him to the body one other time, and he looked really good in the first round. Horrible performance by Mario Barrios. How he got a draw, I wouldn't have given him a draw. I had Pacquiao ahead. And I thought for sure, even if it was close, they would give it to Pacquiao. They give it a draw, majority draw. I'm not going to say that I'm not shocked, but I think it was the best case scenario for Manny. And Barrios got lucky. It was a best case scenario for Manny because it moves the division forward a little bit, but he didn't look that bad. Barrios looks horrible. If he was in there with Brian Norman Jr., he would have been KO'd. God forbid he was in with Boots. Manny just, I know people are still going to say, look, Manny won. Manny did not look good. That's to tell you how bad Barrios is. He didn't look good at all. His punches were sloppy. He was slow. He didn't look effective. I don't care what anybody says. That's what I saw. Granted, he's 46 years old.
Manny Robus offered a technical perspective on the fight, praising Pacquiao for executing a nearly flawless strategy. He highlighted Pacquiao's masterful use of footwork to create angles and control distance, noting how rare it is for a 46-year-old to fight at such a high pace, let alone with that level of effectiveness. Robus expressed a desire to see Pacquiao return to the ring, citing the excitement and heart he still brings to the sport. Meanwhile, fans across social media overwhelmingly felt Pacquiao deserved the win. Many were frustrated by Barrios' overly cautious approach and lack of aggression, especially against an aging opponent. The draw left fans questioning how such a passive performance could be rewarded.
It was a very this Manny Pacquiao? Yeah. Manny won. Yeah. Manny won. He should be up, man. I honestly thought that Barrios was gonna win big, and Manny showed up, man. Manny, I was pulling for Manny, and I was hoping to see. Look, Manny back in his prime. Don't forget about it, man.
Yeah, he was a boss.
But it was a good fight. But still, Manny did enough to win. This was not a draw.
Do you think Manny will come back again?
I hope so. After this performance, I sure hope so.
Robert Guerrero shared an emotional yet grounded take, emphasizing the crowd's reaction to Pacquiao's explosive moments. He noted how the energy in the arena clearly shifted in Manny's favor throughout the fight. While the judges may not have awarded him the win, Guerrero pointed out that, to everyone else in the building, Pacquiao was the true victor, the people's champion that night.
Everybody loves Manny. Come on. Everybody loves Manny, no matter what. You know, I think he edged it out. I think he won it by a round or two. So, you know, I just think Mario Barrios needed to use his jab a lot more. He needed to pump it. You know, that single jab, it's kind of tough to get, you know, to keep Manny off with his speed and his power with the single jab. I want to fight Manny. Don't know what me. Yeah, play the video game, Pac-Man Ghost. It's like that my whole career. He's been running for me.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, analysis, and reactions.